All right, welcome back to another episode of Two Gun Pixies. Am I the Asshole? Dungeons and Dragons edition. Yeah. So not everyone likes my comments. Hey, listen. After 5.5 decades on this globe, I'm kind of used to that. Hey, we're a for fun channel here. We don't have backers or patrons, sponsors, anything like that. So if you find anything here interesting, if you like the channel, the show, this one or any other show, we drop a video every day. Then give us a like, throw us a subscribe. Maybe even share us with someone else that you think will honestly enjoy the subject. But anyway, today's subject for Am I the Asshole? Dungeons and Dragons edition, we have Am I the Asshole for leaving my weekly Dungeons and Dragons group after another player said, I hope your character dies. Well, unless that's the party's necromancer, I'm very interested to find out why this was said. All right, so throwaway account as some of the players are active Reddit users. I, 25 male, am part of a 5-person group of players. We have been meeting up weekly now for almost 2 years. In that time, we have had barely any hostility towards each other, and generally, it's a very calm experience. That's great. I mean, at its core, that's what any gaming experience should be. At least, if nothing else, it should be calm. If not exciting, it should at least be calm. Definitely not combative or hostile, as you're making it sound. Hostility towards each other, none of that. Of course, there shouldn't be. If there is, why are you gaming with that individual? In the past couple of months, one player, 20-year-old male, 20s, a male in his 20s, we will call him Drake. He's been quite negative towards me as a player. I'm not too sure why, but my thinking is that during games, I like to explore and discover, whereas Drake prefers to rush through combats and get to the next objective. Sounds very disciplined. During our most recent game, we had quite a hard fight against a big bad, a cursed zombie pirate captain, and I was certain it was a losing fight. I said out loud that I'm going to try and find a way to break the curse and check the captain's quarters. Drake was not happy with this, but said whatever. Cut to around half an hour later, combat has been going for roughly 10 turns. I have found nothing and feel very disheartened. Everyone is planning to retreat from the ship. I have time to continue searching while everyone starts escaping. At some point, the big bad enters his captain's cabin and starts attacking me. I barely make it out alive. Cue Drake saying out loud, I was hoping your character would die. Yeah. So? He found your character very annoying. You even pointed out that this doesn't sound like the first time you've done something like this. In the middle of combat, run off somewhere on the hopes that maybe you might find a clue. This isn't Scooby-Doo. Okay, you're not gonna run off and find a clue to unmask the villain. Okay, if your party is neck deep in combat and you abandon them, yeah, I can see one player having his character say that they hoped your character died for abandoning them in combat against a big boss monster. Not even against mooks and minions here. Against a big boss, an end fight. What a coward. No. You're going to say, oh, John, he was just playing his character, true to the character. Well, then, yeah, he's a shitty character. And that's why other people in the party, like Drake, wish that character had died. It's very simple. That's why I'm seeing this so far. No, now I'm not sure why this bothers me so much. I'm struggling with my depression at the minute. So I'll assume that this is a factor. But Christ, it hurt. Someone I spent a lot of my time with fundamentally doesn't want me to play anymore. I haven't spoken to him about it as I suck at confrontation. And just feel so upset about the situation. Okay, so what I'm getting from this paragraph is you in real life, you suffer from depression. Okay, that is a real life thing. A lot of people suffer from that. I've suffered from that myself. I know many that do in my personal family. It runs very deep in my family. Okay, so in real life, you suffer from depression. And in a fake fantasy world, somebody wished your annoying, cowardly character would have died fighting the end boss, so they wouldn't have to deal with that character, that fantasy, that made-up character that you have abandoning your party left and right every time there's combat. I kind of feel like you're mixing up real life with your game. Unless you're saying that because you in real life suffer from depression, maybe some anxiety, that therefore you are putting this into your character. So your character also therefore suffers from depression and anxiety. Is this because you don't, do you suffer from aphantasia? Can you not imagine? Can you not imagine what it's like to not be depressed? Because this is a game. This is a fantasy game of make-believe. Okay? Your real-life problems, my real-life problems, I don't allow inside the fantasy game or any game I'm playing. That's a way to escape real life, a way to get away from the problems that are surrounding me and crushing me. It feels daily. It's the game. That is the escape. That is the relaxation. That is where I do not have anxiety. I do not have depression while I am gaming. So I don't understand how you have depression, so therefore your character has to have depression, so therefore your character can't stand the fact that this other character wishes them dead, and you in real life can't stand the fact that this other player wishes your fantasy make-believe character dead. That's what I'm getting, because that's what you literally put in. Those are the words, those are the sentences that you put in. Currently, I left our group chat and said that I'm taking a break. I don't think I'm the asshole here, but I have spoken to another player about the situation, and he believes I'm being silly about this, and it's not a big deal. Obviously, there are always more ways to say I'm just trying to keep it somewhat short. I'll answer questions that anyone has. I don't care about anything that you didn't deem worthy enough to put into the initial thread, okay? If it wasn't worth your time to explain to anyone, then you don't think it's an important part of the story, obviously. Or what, you just can't waste your time to put all the information? You're being the asshole here. It's not the other player whose character, which is your annoying ass character that keeps abandoning them in combat, would just die already. So you'd have to make another character that hopefully is going to be a different character. Have you been playing the same character? I don't mean the same. I mean, like, have you been playing the same personality in every freaking character you play in every damn RPG? That's pretty sad, man. Just go play The Sims. If every single RPG you play, it's you and your real life problems, maybe it's better for the table that you're taking a break. Because if that's how you play, I'm sure they're having a much better experience without your whiny little ass sitting at the table. Woe is me. Woe is me. Real life sucks, so it's going to suck in the game too. Come on. A game is escapism. You get away from your real life problems. You throw your depression and anxiety into a chest for those few hours that you're playing. Otherwise, why are you bothering playing a fantasy game? Play Sims. Or if you want to play an RPG, just play D20 Modern and have all the anxiety problems you want trying to get a job and role-playing that shit. But you're talking about D&D? No, don't make real life and real life problems part of your fantasy game of escapism. Don't. Because now you've just destroyed everyone else's fun experience. You selfish bastard. Selfish. You're raised by hill people. Yeah, Yeah, you're the asshole. And any character you play like that, I hope they die too.